I wasn't drowning in the ocean, I was drowning inside myself. And somehow I'm still here. I wore a smile like borrowed skin, painted gold over everything. The mirrors knew what no one did, every crack beneath my ribs. I kept my storms behind my teeth, made my nightmares sound like dreams. Every "I'm okay" I ever said was another piece of me collapsing. The ceiling memorized my tears, the silence learned my name. Some nights I begged the morning, some nights I prayed it never came. I built a prison out of fear, locked myself inside. The hardest battle I would fight was the one behind my eyes. If you've ever smiled while your whole world burned, then maybe you already know this feeling. I survived my own mind, when the darkness wore my face, when hope became a stranger and love forgot my name. I survived my own mind, through every sleepless night. Now every scar singing, I was born to see the light. I'm still breathing, I'm still rising, I'm still here. Depression wore expensive clothes, nobody saw the thief. It stole my laughter, one goodbye, then called it self-relief. Every heartbeat felt too heavy, every sunrise weighed a ton. I kept pretending I was healing while I kept learning how to run from every memory, every broken dream, every voice that whispered, "You'll never be enough." But pain can only borrow time, it never owns a soul. Even shattered wings remember how the sky once felt like home. If you're hiding tears behind your favorite smile, please don't disappear. The world still needs the song inside your silence. I survived my own mind, every war I couldn't show, every silent conversation nobody will ever know. I survived my own mind, I climbed out of my fear. Now my broken heart is louder than the darkness in my ears. I'm still breathing, I'm still fighting, I'm still here. Maybe healing isn't perfect, maybe that's the point. Maybe broken people carry the brightest kinds of hope. Maybe every scar's a doorway, maybe every tear can bloom. Maybe what almost destroyed us made enough space for truth. I don't need tomorrow to erase yesterday, I just need enough courage to keep walking anyway. Because strength isn't never falling, strength is standing up when your soul still shakes. Listen, if tonight feels endless, if your heart feels too heavy, if your thoughts keep telling you you'll never escape, they're lying. You're more than every fear that ever learned your name. You are not your darkest night, you're the sunrise still finding its way home. I survived my own mind, and now I finally see the person I was searching for was always hiding. ever been the hardest place you've lived, then this song was always meant for you. Tell me in the comments, what's one battle? Nope, I carry ghosts inside my pockets. Every promise that fell apart, every you'll be okay someday, echoed through an empty heart. I kept collecting broken pieces, thinking I was born to lose, until I learned the strongest people still have scars they never choose. Every tear became a teacher, every wound became a flame. Pain was writing every chapter, but I rewrote my name. I stopped asking, why did this happen, and started asking, what can this become? That's the day the healing finally started. Maybe you're exhausted, maybe you're hanging on by one last thread, but even the smallest heartbeat can become the loudest miracle. There were mornings I couldn't move, the weight was stitched into my bones. The world kept spinning beautifully while I felt completely gone. People only saw my victories and never saw the nights I broke, and never heard the conversations between my fear and hope. Fear said, give up. Hope whispered, one more step, and somehow that whisper became louder than every scream inside my head. Now I wear my scars like constellations, proof that darkness never stayed. Every sunrise calls my name now, like it never gave up on me. If your heart is barely breathing, don't confuse that with the end. Seeds spend their darkest moments hidden underneath the ground before they become forests. The mirror doesn't scare me now, I finally know that face. It belongs to someone who refused to disappear without a trace. I'm not perfect, never will be, but perfection never saved a soul. Love did, hope did, grace did, and the decision to keep standing. One more time, one more night, one more sunrise, because every chapter I almost ended became the reason someone else kept reading. If you've ever won a battle nobody around you even noticed, leave her in the comments, because silent survivors deserve to be seen too. Some nights I counted every heartbeat just to prove that I was alive. The room was full of empty echoes, yet I was fighting to survive. My reflection looked like someone who had forgotten how to dream. The brightest smile in every picture wasn't always what it seemed. I memorized the sound of silence It knew every secret I could hide. The loudest war I've ever lived through never happened outside, it happened behind my eyes, where hope kept bleeding but refused to die. I used to think my tears were weakness, something shameful to erase. Now I know they were the rivers leading me to better days. Every goodbye left a fingerprint, every heartbreak changed my skin. But every wound that almost buried me built the strength that's deep within. I'm no longer chasing perfect, I'm just chasing something real. Because broken hearts discover what untouched hearts never feel. I learned that courage isn't fearless, it's choosing life when fear is all you hear. The shadows knew my first name, the darkness knew my voice. Every single day I woke up felt less like life and more like choice. I almost believed the lies inside my head, that I'd never matter, that I'd always be too much or somehow never enough. But lies don't become truth just because they're loud. Sometimes the quietest whisper, I believe in you, can outlive every storm. I watched my confidence disappear, one memory at a time. I kept apologizing for simply being alive. I carried everyone's expectations like mountains on my chest, trying to save the whole world while forgetting I needed rest. I broke myself trying to keep everyone together. Funny how the strongest people are usually the ones nobody asks, are you okay? Healing didn't arrive like lightning, it arrived like morning rain. Quiet, gentle, patient, teaching flowers how to bloom again. Some scars still wake beside me, some fears still know my door, but they don't own tomorrow like they did before. I've learned that peace isn't the absence of pain, it's finally believing pain isn't the author of your ending. Now every breath feels borrowed, like heaven gave me one more chance. Every sunrise writes a letter saying, don't stop yet. Your story isn't over, the people who need your courage haven't met you yet. The tears you're crying today may become the hope someone else is praying for tomorrow. So I'll keep singing for every soul who almost gave up, for every heart still learning how to beat, for every person who thinks they're too broken to be loved. Because I survived my own mind, and maybe you will too. I carried every what if like a chain, dragging yesterday across today. Every dream I buried in the dark still found a quiet way to pray. I kept searching for a rescue waiting for somebody else. Then I realized the hand I needed was reaching from myself. I wasn't fearless, I was terrified. But courage isn't born when fear disappears. It's born the second you keep walking anyway. I remember talking to the ceiling, asking heaven if it knew my name, wondering if my silent prayers ever reached beyond the rain. Every answer came so slowly, I almost turned around until hope grew roots beneath me. Without making a single sound, the mountain didn't move overnight, neither did I. But every tiny step was another victory the darkness couldn't steal. There were people who stopped believing before my story found its light. They only saw the falling pieces, never saw the endless fight. They called my silence weakness, they called my tears defeat, but they never heard my heartbeat refusing to retreat. Now every scar reflects the sunlight, every wound has found a voice. The pain didn't choose my future, I did. The storm's still busy, sometimes I'm not pretending that they're gone. Healing isn't losing battles, it's learning you don't fight them alone. Even now, there are moments when my thoughts grow loud again, but now I answer back, you've already lost before. Because I remember who walked through the fire and came back carrying light. If I could meet the person who almost gave up that night, I'd wrap them in tomorrow and whisper, you have no idea how beautiful your future becomes. The tears you're ashamed of today will become someone else's courage. The chapters you wanted to erase will become the reason a stranger decides to keep living. Nothing was wasted, not one heartbreak, not one sleepless night, not one broken breath. So let the sky remember my name, let the wind carry this song. I didn't survive to stay silent, I survived to remind every broken heart that darkness never writes the final page. Hope does, love does. The people who refuse to quit do. I survived my own mind when it told me I should fall. Now I'm standing in the sunlight after walking through it all. I survived my own mind. Now my soul can finally sing. Every tear became a river, every river reached the sea. If my heart can learn to heal, then maybe yours can too. Maybe nobody saw your battle. Maybe nobody knows how close you came to giving up. But you're still here. You're reading these words. You're still breathing. And sometimes that's the bravest victory a person will ever have. people aren't the ones who never break. They're the ones who quietly rebuild themselves after every collapse. If you survived a battle no one knows about, let this song be your proof that your story isn't over. What's one battle your mind told you that you'd never survive, but you did?